Very good morning to all of you. As we had already discussed about cell shape, so today I am going to tell you about cell size. As we know, the size of different cells ranges between broad limits. Some plants and animal cells are visible to the naked eyes. On the other hand, some are visible only with a microscope. Since they are only a few micrometers in diameter. So, what is the value of 1 micrometer? 1 micrometer is 1,000th of a millimeter. The size of cells varies from the very small cells of bacteria, that is 0.2 to 5.0 micrometer, to the very large eggs of the ostrich. Children, ostrich is also one of the largest cell whose size is about 18 centimeter. Among the multicellular plants, if we talk about, the largest cell is the ovule of cycas. Some nerve cells of human beings have a meter long. The single marine alga, if we talk about, whose name is Acetabularia, measured only 10 centimeter in height. The fiber cells, that is sclerenchyma cells of Manila ham, similarly are over 100 centimeter in length. Children, you have learned in your previous class about the prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cells usually range between 1 to 10 micrometer in size. The eukaryotic cells are typically larger, that is 10 to 100 micrometer. Size of unicellular organism is larger than a typical cell of multicellular organism. For example, amoeba proteus is the biggest among the unicellular organisms, its length being 0.6 micrometer or millimeter. The size of the typical cells of multicellular organism ranges between 20 to 30 micrometer. The smallest cells are those of Mycoplasma gallisepticum, an organism intermediate between virus and bacteria. Their size is about 0.1 micrometer. Now children, we will discuss about cell volume. As volume is what? Volume is the space occupied by an object. The volume of a cell is fairly constant for a particular cell type and is independent of the size of the organism. For example, if we talk about kidney or liver cells, are about the same size in the bull, horse and mouse. As we know, the bull and the horse, their size is bigger than the mouse, but the kidney or liver cells are about the same size. The difference in the total mass of the organ or organism, the total mass of the organ or organism depends on the number, not the volume of the cells. Thus, the cells of an elephant are not necessarily larger than those of other tiny animals or plants. The large size of the elephant is due to the large number of cells present in its body, not the volume of the cell. The number of the cells in multicellular organisms usually is correlated with the size of the organism. Thus, a small sized organism has less number of cells in comparison to large sized organisms. For example, A large-sized organism such as elephant, whale, camel, neem tree, banyan tree has a countless number of cells. If we talk about human beings, the number of cells is estimated to be about 100 trillion. That is 10 to the power 14. So, our next topic is detailed structure of cell. Though children, their shape, size and activities vary, means different, but all cells have three major functional regions. What are these three major functional regions? Number one, cell membrane, or it is also called plasma membrane. Number two, nucleus, and number three is cytoplasm. So, the outer boundary of the cell is called plasma membrane. Inside it lies the cytoplasm. Various cellular or cell organelles are suspended in the cytoplasm. All activities inside the cell and interaction of the cell with its environment are possible due to these features. Out of these organelles, nucleus can be seen under the light microscope. So, let us start. Plasma membrane is a living, thin, delicate, elastic, selectively permeable membrane. It is about 7 nanometer thick. Under the light microscope, this merely appears as a single line. Okay, children. So, this is about the features or the characteristic of plasma membrane. It is thin, it is living, it is delicate, elastic and selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable membrane means it is a membrane which allow only selected molecules to enter it or exit out of it. The thickness of this plasma membrane is 7 nanometer. If we talk about chemical analysis says that 75% phospholipids, it is made up of phospholipids. In addition to this, the membrane contains proteins, cholesterol and polysaccharides. It is the phospholipids that form the key elements in the structure of plasma membrane. Selective permeability of plasma membrane ensures number one, the useful molecules enter the cell. Number two, the metabolic intermediates remain within the cell. And number three, secretions and waste leave the cell. Selective permeability of the cellular membrane or plasma membrane enables the cell, help the cell to maintain homeostasis. What is homeostasis? Means a constant internal environment in spite of the changes outside it, whatever changes taking place outside, but the selective permeable membrane maintain its internal constant environment. So, I will tell you about functions of plasma membrane. Number one, it separates the interior of the cell from the external environment. Number two, it controls exchange of gases, solutes, etc. between the interior of the cell and its external environment. Number three, it provides a definite shape to the cell. It gives protection to the internal materials of the cell. It is selectively permeable for entrance and exit of molecules? One important thing I would like to tell you, as I told you, the plasma membrane is selectively permeable in nature. It means it allows the passage of some solutes through them but not the others. Solute means the substance which we dissolve in water. That's all for today's video. Thank you and have a nice day.